At documentary film, particularly with regard to how dialogue becomes the primary melodic element and how the job of the composer is therefore critically about how you frame that dialogue. So I'm going to look at three different clips in which this is illustrated. The first is, typically it would be possible to simply be transitional, like in theatre, where music is usually marking transitions, but I'm much more interested in how things are framed.
Allowing this Wiesenthal Center Museum of Tolerance to be built on top of a Muslim cemetery in Jerusalem destroys the hope that Jerusalem can be a city of peace.
bin Awad al-Karram died in 10th of Ramadan, the year 1347.
Holocaust memory has become very political, and we invoke memory of Holocaust to justify almost anything that we're doing. I believe that the Holocaust is not the center of our identity. The center of our identity is the moral code that we have been brought up, which is the heart of what Jewish traditions and values teach us. The Jordanians used Jewish gravestones and paved a road over part of the Jewish cemetery in the Mount of Olives, and we ask, do we want that to happen to Jewish cemeteries around the world? Every time a Jewish cemetery is violated somewhere in the world, the Jewish community screams because this is disrespect, and we call it anti-Semitism. We can't do it if we expect the world to treat our cemeteries with respect.
Completely different kind of scene. This is a case of the City Council of Stockton in California, who are about to take a vote which will sell the rights of the water of Stockton to an Anglo-German corporation. And they have met with stiff resistance from the local people who have been militantly trying to prevent this, and it's come down to a vote, and the City Hall in Stockton is packed. And again, finding a way musically to frame this in order to bring out the emotions involved in the scene was the brief that I had.
The purpose of tonight's meeting is the approval of the service contract for wastewater, water, and stormwater utilities Stockton and OMI Thames Water Stockton, Inc., and approving a notice of exemption under the California...
We're the bellwether of the state and the nation, that people are looking at Stockton because of how Stockton goes in privatization, the other cities, states will go in that direction.
You're always going to find controversy in these types of projects, and we've had a team here assisting the city in helping them to answer those questions.
Use it there because in a fiction film, in terms of baddies and goodies, you have this councilwoman here whose expression clearly indicates that she's a baddie. You know that she's not going to vote for this the way we want her to vote. And in a fiction film, you could bring that out. You would be putting sound underneath her, which would definitely let us know that she was the baddie in this thing. In a documentary film, you can't do that because there's some illusion of balance. Although it's pretty clear where the directors are coming from. If you, every time you see a baddie on the screen do something musical which is going to enhance that, you ruin any sense of objectivity that the film has. So you have to stay away from those moments. There was a scene, I did it as a joke for the directors, there's a scene where the mayor of Stockton is leaving phone messages on citizens' phones telling them that there are these communists out there, you know. And every time you see a scene where the phone is ringing, I would put this kind of Hitchcockian music underneath it. And they were kind of like, you can't do that. And they're right.